Hello and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Today's practice is a chair yoga flow that is great for the classroom and also for our virtual learners. All right, let's get started. Okay friends, come to sit near the middle of your chair. Let's sit up nice and tall. You can imagine that there is a string attached to the crown of your head, helping us sit up a little bit taller. Let's breathe on in through our nose and then out through the nose. All right, let's begin to loop our shoulders back. So encouraging our shoulders to relax away from our ears. And now let's loop our shoulders forward, so going in the opposite direction. Great. Let's drop our right ear towards our right shoulder and then send our left hand away from our body. You can imagine that you're pressing your hand into an imaginary surface, really spreading through those fingers. Feel free to move your hand from side to side or even up and down. Great work. Shake it off. Let's drop our left ear towards our left shoulder and then send your right hand out and away from your body. Again, you're pressing on into that imaginary surface. Feel free to move your hand forward and back, as well as up and down. Wonderful, let's shake it on off. Send your arms from left to right and then bend at your elbows. So I like to call this cactus arms. Let's move our hands back in space. Our palms are facing forward, so we're kind of saying hello to one another. When we breathe in, let's send our hands up towards the sky. We're reaching for those stars. And then when we breathe out through our nose, we're bending at our elbows once again, finding those cactus arms. All right, breathe in. Hands go to the sky. Breathe out to bend. Breathe in. And out. One more time. Breathe in. And out. Okay, you can float your hands back down to your sides. With your right hand, grab the side of your chair. When we breathe in, let's send our left hand towards the sky. And then when we breathe out, imagine that we're drawing a big rainbow up and overhead as we reach over towards the right side. Getting a nice stretch in our side body. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. And then when we breathe out, let's come back to center, floating our left hand down. Left hand grabs the side of our chair. When we breathe in, we send our right hand now towards the sky. And then when we breathe out, let's draw that rainbow up and overhead as we reach over towards the opposite side. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. And then when we breathe out, allowing that right hand to come back towards our side. Great work. With our left hand, place it on your right leg and then swim your right fingers, your hand, back and behind you. You can actually grab your chair to help you here, to guide you into a nice little spinal twist. Let's breathe in here and out. Breathe in. And then when we breathe out, let's come back to center. Right hand to our left leg as we swim our left hand now back and behind us, grabbing onto our chair for support. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. And then when we breathe out, let's come back to center. Place your hands on your knees. When we breathe in, our chest comes forward. We look forward into a seated cow pose. So maybe we can imagine that we are a cow, out in a very grassy field. And then when we breathe out, let's begin to round through our back body. So our back is getting closer towards the back of our chair and we're dropping our chin towards our chest. So you can imagine that you are a cat stretching out the back body. Breathing in to come forward, finding our seated cow, and then breathing out to make our way back into that cat pose. Breathe in to come forward. Look forward. And then breathe out, finding our seated cat pose, chin towards our chest. Breathe in to come back to sitting nice and tall on our chairs. On our next breath in, let's send our hands up and towards the sky, fingertips come together. And then when we breathe out through our nose, rainfall, like a waterfall effect. As our hands, our fingers get closer and closer towards the earth. And maybe they can even reach the earth. Let's begin to fold on down. Head drops a little bit closer towards the earth, chin towards your chest. Maybe you find a little swaying action from side to side. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. On our next breath in, we're going to send our hands up and towards the sky as we sit up. Fingertips come back together. And then when we breathe out, hands come back down to our sides. Awesome work. All right, so now we are getting into my favorite part of the practice. It is called bee breath. I wonder what sound a bee makes. Oh, I know. It's kind of like a buzzing or a humming sound, like this. So that is what we will be doing together. But let me just guide you through it first before we get started. So our hands will be on our lap. We're going to breathe in through our nose. And then keeping our mouth closed, we're going to make this humming or buzzing sound. When I do this, that means we stop and it's nice and quiet. Check, check. All right, let's give this a try. Let's breathe on in together and then buzz like a bee. Great work. We're going to do that one more time, but this time we're going to plug our ears. All right, let's breathe on in together and buzz like a bee. Great work, my friends. Let's all breathe on in together and then out through our nose. Great. Well, I really do hope that you enjoyed today's practice and that you are feeling energized and ready to get back to learning. Take good care and bye for now.